Dithar. Hello everybody and welcome to another assembly. We have ahead of us only one more week of learning at home. It's brilliant news, as you would have heard earlier this week, that on the 8th of March we are able to open our doors to everybody again, and we are just thrilled. We've missed you all so much, we really have. You've been amazing in every possible way, but it's so much fun when you're here, and we're going to have a great time getting back on with your learning, getting to see all of your friends and so on again. It's going to be fantastic. We'll talk to you next week a little bit more about how things will work at school, but it will be very similar to how things were before Christmas, if you can think back that far. Probably the only little difference really will be that more adults, more teachers and support staff will be wearing masks in and around the school building. So maybe in corridors or in other spaces where there's other people, you'll see the adults wearing their masks a little bit more. But other than that, it will be very, very similar to how we were before Christmas, and we cannot wait. Now, my assembly is going to do some magic in a minute. I'm going to jump back into half term because during half term week last week, I had a phone call, a video call with Eintou Pearl Spring. Now, Eintou is a poet and a playwright and an author who lives in Trinidad and Tobago, which is in the Caribbean. And I met Trinidad quite a long time ago, and she was a very, very inspiring person to meet then. And I was delighted to be able to meet her on a Zoom call. So we'll go to say hello to her in just a moment. But before we do, I was wondering, because we'll be using some virtual assemblies for a little bit longer, even when you're back at school, I was wondering whether any of you might know anybody around the world. Perhaps if they live in a faraway country, or perhaps they do a job which is unusual or interesting, it would be really good to know if they might like to join me on an assembly. If you think they might, please ask them and let me know on my email address, grown-ups. It would be great to have some more people joining us in our assemblies from around the world and from all walks of life. So do let me know. Right, so without further ado, we will jump back to half term to meet Eintou. Here we go. Hello, Eintou.
Hello. Good to see you.
It's lovely to see you. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Now, Eintou, I will explain to the children watching. I met you now quite a long time ago in the 1980s when I was quite small myself.
1986.
1986, there we go. So I would have been very young and you came to stay with us, and I remember it very, very well. Eintou, thank you for joining us today. Did you find a poem that you wanted to share?
Well, it's very interesting because your father and mother were very, very, very good to me and my family. We were an immigrant family, a single mother with 3 girls, and Mike Chislett took us into his home, and I get very emotional, and I think it is a wonderful lesson and story for us as we grapple with all the problems in the world, that we remember to be kind and loving to each other. And so many years have passed, and now I'm in touch with his son. He's also a teacher, and it is one of the greatest professions in the world. So it's a pleasure. My heart is full. So I wrote this for the children of Uphaven School in Wiltshire, England in 1986. So they will know something about me and the place where I had come from and brought my children. And so this is dedicated with a lot of love to Mike and Sue.
Thank you.
I want to know of people living in the sun. I want to know of islands, learn them one by one. Lands of Steelburn and Calypso, beaches, sea and sky. Within your eyes, like paradise, a great, proud history lies. I want to know of Karina and Arawaks too, living in these islands long before 1492. 1492 is when Columbus came. Lands of steel band and calypso, beaches, sea and sky. Within your isles like paradise, a great proud history lies. I want to know how sugar helped make my country rich and the enslaved Africans brought in those terrible ships. Lands of steel band and calypso, beaches, sea and sky. Within your isles like paradise, a great proud history lies. I want to know of Nanny and Bookman and Anansi and people who fought ceaselessly to be free from slavery. Lands of steel band and calypso, beaches, sea and sky. Within your isles like paradise, a great proud history lies. I want to know of people indentured from India, bringing their history and culture for all the world to share. I want to know of people living in our midst whose history has been linked to mine through many centuries. I want to know and know and know and help to bring about respect and understanding and sharing in this land. Lands of steel band and calypso, beaches, sea and sky. Within your isles like paradise, a great proud history lies.
Beautiful. Thank you, Eintou, so very, very much. And as you said, that does answer a lot of the questions that our children had. They wanted to know what it's like to be and to live in Trinidad and Tobago. And that is a wonderful, wonderful poem. Thank you so much.
So I just want to share a little something specially for those children. And it's a blessing in the form of poetry. And it says, who am I? I am God's child, but to catch the sun and rain and grow and flower for my wife. Who am I? I am God's child, with every right to my own patch of rain and sun. It is my right to grow and flower for my wife. Who am I? I am God's child, with every right to know love. So blessings to all the children.
Eintou, thank you so very, very much. It's been so lovely to see you. I'll say bye for now and then I'll stop the recording, all right? So thank you, Eintou, from all of us at Penpole. It's been wonderful to meet you today and we look forward to you joining us again soon. All right, so
anytime, it will be a privilege.
So there we go, that was Eintou. Thank you very much again, Eintou. Children, if you enjoyed that assembly, there is a longer version of that assembly, which you can also enjoy on the remote learning page, so do have a look. I wonder if you are inspired to write your own poems, or perhaps your own plays or stories. If you are, and you would like to send them this way, please do, and I can share them with Eintou as well. I know she would be thrilled. It is the weekend. It is your time to rest and relax. Returning to school for everybody is not far away at all, and we look forward to seeing you all here very, very soon. All right? Have a wonderful weekend. See you soon. Bye-bye.